Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Gendera. I'm Gerwin. I'm running a little bit late this morning because I got a little bit distracted and I made a couple of extra songs, which I'm not ready to actually use. But I have made a song for today, which is all about chickens and how amazing they are in the garden and in the house and how they can help with everything. That's not the first thing I'm going to be looking at, though. The first thing I'm going to do is have my breakfast. So I'm going to let you guys listen to the song first whilst I'm doing that. See if I can make that. I think that's as small as I can make it. No, maybe not. There we go. Oh, look at that. I've shrunk. I try to remember to change that, but I don't always remember. So anyway, if you're watching this on Facebook, if you can jump over and it doesn't matter. Watch it on Facebook or YouTube. I don't mind. Whichever's easiest for you. It's streaming live on both platforms at the moment. I'm only streaming to my Gendera Homestead channel, but the music videos are actually on my Coaching with Gendera channel. So the dance song that I'm about to play is that one. And then we've got the breathing song, or slow song, mellow. How about we go with mellow song? They are currently set to private, or not private, they're currently set to unlisted. Now, these pieces of music are generated through my knowledge of AI that I inputted into the AI. I don't think I can show you that. I might be able to. Hang on. Give me a second. I'll see if I can, because you don't need sound for that. But I've been using chickens not using chickens. I've had chickens and bred chickens for a very long time. Very long time. Let's see if I can get it up, because then I can show you how I actually created it. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of these videos, to be honest. There it is. Can't share the sound on this, but I can share what I've been up to with the AI. So I put in what the chicken gives, which gives all of that stuff, all of it. Chickens are amazing. So benefits of homegrown eggs, grass-fed eggs, according to Joel Salatin. So I'm going to go through a slideshow with you later, going through some of this stuff. Grass-fed eggs can actually help do so many things. And Jeff Lawton loves chickens because they make amazing compost. Gotta love that cartoon version of Jeff Lawton. That's awesome. I hope that's okay. Actually, I probably should ask him if that's okay. Chickens eat pesky insects that you don't want, and they can break the parasite cycle. They decrease your feed costs you can soak the grain. That'll actually help. Give them veggie scraps, move them onto fresh grass each day, or set up a black soldier fly trap. I don't like doing that idea unless you've got a way to shade the black soldier flies, because they can get quite hot and they don't like the heat. And then there's a recipe for potato pancakes, which I haven't actually made yet, but I'm going to. I got an egg this morning. So, yeah, kind of happy, but only one egg, so I've got to increase the girls' laying capacity stat. This was some of the things I know about chickens. They're just amazing. I love chickens. And the chicken dance that I'm doing this morning has been inspired. So it's fun, it's catchy, it's slightly chaotic. It's chicken energy incoming. It's inspired with that playful rhythm of the lava chicken song from Minecraft. But it's fully original and it's eggy themed. So, yeah. So I hope you enjoy it. That's that's a little bit of a breakdown as to how I made it and what it is. I actually use multiple different programs. So ChatGPT only came up with it helped me with some of the idea generation. It helped me with creating the lyrics and the style for the song. And I popped it over into another program to actually create the song, which was Eureka. Then I got the images sorted out from, it took me ages to get those photos. Oh my God, those images. Just trying to get the AI to do what I wanted it to do. It wasn't too bad. It didn't take me too long really, but it did make me a little bit later than I was planning to actually go live. So I have actually already taken my medication. So I've only got my nutritionals to take now. But I do also need to, I need to have my breakfast and I need to have that with my food. So let you have a listen to the chicken dance and see what you think. Do you think it's catchy? Well,
flap your wings. What came first? We don't have stings.
Egg, drop, pan, hot, ready or not, let's scramble the pot.
And in the coop going bok, bok, boom. Golden treasure in the nesting room. Sun comes up and what do we see?
Breakfast possibility. Shell crack, sizzle snap, butter in the pan, go clap, clap, clap.
Flip it once,
Don't look back, and Duke's about to do a
welcome to the channel. I'm
scramble it, stir it, whip it real fast. Sunny side up, make it last.
soft or hard, briny or bold. Ain't so fresh, that solid gold.
We're just having a listen to the preview.
Bounce up high, poached, slide and glide. Raw if you're brave, shell in the wave. Hey, hey, everybody move like a hen gone wild. Cluck, cluck, spin around, flap those wings and drop it down. Breakfast beat, stomp the ground. Egg dance party in the barnyard town.
Pull that pot till the bubbles rise. Timing it right is the secret prize.
6 minutes off, 10 minutes burn. Breakfast sigh and watch it churn. Poached, gentle, water swirl. Cloud white, wrap that golden pearl.
As you decide to eat this.
Yolk explosion, let the games begin. Scramble it fluffy, season it right. Pepper shake left and salt shake right. Protein power, farm fresh flow. From the tube to the stereo. Egg scramble it, shake, 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 fry. Side, side, away. Bounce up high. Slide and glide. Shell crack, rhythm, feel that vibe. Penthouse jumping worldwide. Egg, egg, everybody clap your arms out. Roll in a smoothie. Whoa.
But I might actually start that back from scratch and we can do the dance with it or exercise. Now let's go.
Cluck, cluck, flap your wings. What came first? We don't have stings.
Egg, drop, pan, hot, ready or not, let's scramble the pot.
And in the coop going bok, bok, boom. Golden treasure in the nesting room. Sun comes up and what do we see?
Breakfast possibility. Shell crack, sizzle snap, butter in the pan, go clap, clap, clap.
Flip it once,
Don't look back, that Duke's about to do a dance attack.
scramble it, stir it, whip it real fast. Sunny side up, make it last.
Soft or hard, briny or bold. Ain't so fresh, that solid gold. Egg scramble it, shake, fry, side to side. Bounce up high, poached, slide and glide. Raw if you're brave, shell in the wave. Hey, hey, everybody move like a hen gone wild. Cluck, cluck, spin around, flap those wings and drop it down. Breakfast beat, stomp the ground. Egg dance party in the barnyard town.
Pull that pot till the bubbles rise. Timing it right is the secret prize.
6 minutes off, 10 minutes burn. Breakfast sigh and watch it churn. Poached, gentle, water swirl. Cloud white, wrap that golden pearl. Toast, so you're ready to dive right in. Yolk explosion, let the games begin. Scramble it fluffy, season it right. Pepper shake left and salt shake right. Protein power, farm fresh flow. From the tube to the stereo. Egg scramble it, shake, 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 fry. Side to side, away. Bounce up high. Slide and glide. Shell crack, rhythm, feel worldwide. Egg, egg, everybody clap your arms out. Roll in a smoothie. Whoa, that's bold. Grandma says that's how it's told. Whisk it fast, beat that mix, and drop magic kitchen trick. Pop, pop, it's your boom, boom. Mega shuffle around the room. From the nest to your plate. Extras, extra dance. How you like your eggs? 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 One more time before we go. I'll flap your wings and prank that yo. How you like your eggs? How you like your eggs? One more time before we go. Flap your wings and prank that yo.
Okay, so that was Stan's song. How about we go through oh, we're gonna have to do the breathing song because I need to get my breath back. I know that didn't look like much, but being in hospital for as long as I have been, because it was over a month, it's seriously affected my fitness level because I wasn't exercising except for the last 2 days. They've got a perfectly good gym in there, but I mean, and I may have gone up other times, but I don't remember. So I hope you're hearing this okay. Okay, so this is the slow, mellow song version for breathing and just relaxing and stretching.
Breathe in, breathe out, chill the sky, feet on the ground. In the quiet of the morning light, before the world begins to fight, there's a rhythm soft and slow in the coop where the warm winds blow. Golden treasure, simple and small, breakfast rising, feeding us all. From the nest to the waiting pen, life unfolding in your hands. Crack the shell, let it flow, soft light breathing below. Steam rising, moving slow, inhale, exhale. Scrambled soft in a gentle flame, fried in butter, call its name. Boiled in water, coming round, poached like clouds without a sound. Raw and real, life untold, simple gifts and shells of gold. We're just breathing, breathing below. Steam on glass and a wooden spoon, kitchen hum like a quiet tune. Nothing urgent, nothing loud, just a simple daily ground. Turn it slow, don't rush the heat. Listen to the steady beat from the hand to the morning plate. Small things hold the things that wait. Let it rest, let it be. 5 slow minutes patiently. Oil warms, the pan will glow. Inhale, exhale. Scramble soft in a golden swirl. Fried with edges gently curled. Boil like sun in quiet white. Poached like morning, wrapped in light. Simple food, steady flow. We're just breathing below. Oceans may break, but life still grows. Breathe, breathe. Below the noise, below the rush, below the need to prove. There's a kitchen, there's a flame, there's a rhythm you can move. Scramble. Boil.
that one. All done. So, geez, now I've got to wait for the eyes to come back into alignment properly. Now let's have a read of Proverbs 4, shall we? So it's the 4th of March, sorry. Sorry, I was actually in the process of, I was having a manic episode for the first time in my life through December, January, and February, and I'm still recovering. I'm still adjusting to the medication, but it's a huge adjustment, and being autistic just makes it that little bit harder. And being overweight makes it harder again, because one of the best things to help depression is actually movement. So ideally doing 30 minutes of movement a day. So far, I'm not even close to that. I've done 1,000 steps so far this morning, which is not a huge amount. Not a huge amount at all. But at least I've got my watch is reading again, is working again, because I had to get a new charger because I lost it whilst I was unwell. Yeah. Okay. Proverbs 4, security in wisdom. Hear, my children, the instruction of a father, and give attention to know understanding. I give good doctrine. Do not forsake my law. When I was my father's son, tender and the only one in the sight of my mother, he also taught me and said to me, let your heart retain my words, keep my commands and live. Get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget nor turn away from the words of my mouth. Do not forsake her, and she will preserve you. Love her, and she will keep you. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And in all your getting, get understanding. Exalt her, and she will promote you. She will bring you honor when you embrace her. She will place on your head an ornament of grace. A crown of glory she will deliver to you. Hear, my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of your life will be many. I have taught you in the way of wisdom. I have led you in the right paths. When you walk, your step will not be hindered, and when you run, you will not stumble. There are other parts in the Bible that actually says heal the broken bone. So be careful with Proverbs. It can be a bit of a two-edged sword, because the rain falls on the good and the bad. And all the prophets in the Bible, in the Old Testament and in the New Testament, all suffered horrendously. They did get things broken, and they got whipped, and they got put in boiling oil, and they survived. Proverbs is good. It gives you knowledge. It doesn't always give you wisdom. It does give you some, but it's very one-sided and very much only focusing on the positive. It's not, whereas Ecclesiastes is more balanced. I might do Ecclesiastes after this, but I don't think there's 30 chapters in Ecclesiastes. So yeah, we'll have a look. When you walk, your steps will not be hindered, and when you run, you will not stumble. Take firm hold of instruction and don't let go. Keep her, for she is your life. Yeah, wisdom is really, really important, but it's also important to balance it, to temper it, and meditate on it. Like yesterday's chapter was telling us that it's God's delight to actually hide wisdom. And it's our job to actually search that out and really hunt out and dig that out. So do not enter the path of the wicked. This is something you shouldn't do, definitely. And do not walk in the way of evil. Avoid it. Do not travel on it. Turn away from it and pass on. For they do not sleep unless they have done evil. and their sleep is taken away unless they make someone fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness, and they drink the wine of violence. Now, sometimes good people will have trouble sleeping too. And sometimes that's because God wants you to pray and wants to spend time with you in the quiet time. Other times there could be a physical problem. And it's important to talk to your GP if you're having problems with anything, really. Your GP should be like your best friend and your confidant. You'll tell them anything, because they can refer you on to wherever you need to go. They don't know everything, but they can refer you on. But the path of the just is like a shining sun that shines ever brighter into the perfect day. The way of the wicked is like darkness, and they do not know what makes them stumble. My son, give attention to my words. Incline your ears to my sayings. Do not let them depart from your eyes. Keep them in the midst of your heart, for they are life to those who find them, and health to all their flesh. Keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it springs the issue of life. It's really, really, really important that we guard our heart with all diligence, because what we focus on will expand. It might take time, but it will happen. This is why couples need to make sure that they get together and talk regularly, so that they can actually fix up any misunderstandings. You don't wait years to have a discussion about a conversation. You do it straight away. The Bible actually says, don't let the sun go down on your wrath. So don't stay angry for long. Put away from you a deceitful mouth, and put perverse lips far away from you. Because this is the big problem. If the issue doesn't get dealt with, you can have a really, really big problem, and you will end up seeing things incorrectly, especially if you're autistic like I am. I misunderstand things all the time. Like I was talking to somebody the other day, and he's one of my therapists. I'm not going to say who, but for over a year, I've been thinking that every time I see him, he says he's not a nice man. I could have sworn to you that he was telling me, my words get faster when I get a little stressed, and I need to be careful and aware of that. And I'm getting better. I'm making progress. At least that's what everyone keeps telling me. I've lost a lot of my confidence, but I'm happy to show you guys that, because I want you guys to see the recovery journey. I want to have it documented. I want to be able to share people that there is light at the end of bipolar. There is light in autism. There is light in depression. There is hope that things will get better. I'm not sharing my story because I'm after attention, because honestly, I've got 2 people on my live stream. That's not a lot of attention. Who's listening to me? And I don't care. I'm not doing this to get attention. I'm not doing this to get any validation, because Jesus is in my heart. I don't need validation from anyone else. I would like love from one particular person, and I've got 3 beautiful children who I love to bits, and they love me. I would like to have more friends. I would like to have validation, and it is a human need. We have needs for certainty and for all that sort of stuff. Actually, I'll go into that a little bit more soon. I'm not ready to actually do a full... No, that didn't quite work. I'm not sure what I tried to do then. Sorry, I full screened my little tiny mini screen. Now I've done it. There it is. I got it. It's all good. Not that you can see what I couldn't see, because you can still see it. Oh, you can't see it at all. Oh, dear. Here am I thinking you guys are looking at what I'm looking, and I'd forgotten to actually share my screen. I'm still a little scattered. I'm still working on discerning the difference between hearing voices and just random thoughts in my head. and the difference between a logical idea that needs to happen and a completely, what are you talking about? No, that would be a stupid thing to do. But that's part of the bipolar. And I've got to be very, very careful and make sure I get enough sleep, which I have been. I went to bed at, I think it was about 9 o'clock last night, maybe a little bit later, and woke up this morning at 7, I think. Might have been 6, actually. It was a bit earlier than I would have liked, so I stayed in bed listening to an audiobook for a bit longer because I don't really have any reason to get up other than to make content for you guys. And that content's for me as well. So it helps me to process this stuff as I'm processing it for you. And I woke up to the sound of my chickens. So chickens is what you got this morning. Anyway, put away from you a deceitful mouth. If you focus on the wrong thing, like if you focus on one bad sentence that a person says, then you will forget all of the other 100 things that they did in the day. My problem became when there was a series of bad sentences and I was completely overwhelmed with all of the bad that I was surrounded by. My house had flooded. I felt so alone. There was no one to ask for help. My husband was just going to work. But then he'd sit in a chair behind me whilst I was struggling, but he didn't realize what was going on in my head. I didn't realize what was going on in my head. I certainly didn't realize what was going on in my heart. Looking back now, and knowing that I'm autistic and knowing that I have bipolar gives me a sense of, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of what the word I'm looking for is. Perspective. It gives me perspective, and it gives me the thought that I may possibly have misinterpreted what he said. And if I misinterpreted that, I could have misinterpreted a lot of other things as well. They say perspective is really important for perception. And one thing I've noticed, especially in marriages, instead of talking to each other, the couples go and complain to their friends or their family. And friends and family will comfort the person and go, oh, yeah, that was horrible. He's evil. He's got to be a narcissist. Now, I've got some bad news for you on that one, but I'll get to that maybe later. I might go through that. I can't remember which slides I've got stored on the computer. I've got them all in ChatGPT, but yeah. And also I've got some of them on my Instagram. I might just go through the Instagram. That's probably easiest. So anyway, so put away from a deceitful mouth and put perverse lips far from you. Let your eyes look straight ahead and let your eyelids look right before you. Ponder the path of your feet and let all your ways be established. Do not turn to the right or to the left, and remove your foot from evil. Good advice. Now, my Instagram. Now, one thing we can't do is there's many things we can't do, but one of them is change the past. We can't change the mistakes that we've made, But we can change our perspective, and we can change the story that we're telling ourselves around that. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Geez, it was a long way back, unless it's been taken down. I may have put it in my, it might not be on my personal one. It might be on my business one. One of the business ones. I've got too many profiles. Which is also a hallmark of bipolar. So from what I've been told. No, I can't find it there either. Maybe it was a reel. Although reels usually show up. There it is. Now, the purpose of this is we don't want to actually okay. So we're wanting to name patterns without blame. Sometimes that looks like control. Sometimes it looks like withdrawal. Sometimes it looks like a narcissistic pattern. This is not about labels. It's about unmet needs and survival responses. And I'm not saying this to justify bad behavior, but a narcissist is not evil. They are often a deeply wounded person desperately trying to get their needs met while drowning in lies they didn't choose. They don't know that they're lies. Narcissists may learned early love is conditional, worth must be earned, and vulnerability is dangerous. Why respect feels invisible to them? When someone is shaped by unresolved wounds, disrespect feels constant, even when respect is offered. Not because you're failed, but because their nervous system can't receive safety. Not because you failed. They are often blind to the very honor shown to them while acutely sensitive to perceived threat. Many truly love the Lord consciously and yet carry lies planted early that now run their lives. And they don't know it. They don't know it. It's not a conscious thing. It's not something that they're trying to hurt anyone. Scripture can be believed and the heart remains bound by fear and distortion. The spirit layer doesn't stop. It doesn't make it so every need is met. This does not make the abuse okay. It explains why compassion is necessary. Jesus said, "Bless those who curse you, not so you stay harmed, but because the healing breaks the chains." I've got a private number, so I'm going to shut down my live. So bless you. Have a great day. Hello, Gerwin speaking.